So it's 1969, and man was about to land on the moon. My uncle lived in a small village, and he was my inspiration around the whole space dream. My name is Yasmine El Baggari. I grew up in Rabat, Morocco. And I want to share with you that I have this dream to go to space, and you can help simply by voting for me. I want to share a little backstory. I received a US Department of State grant to come here as a young Moroccan cultural ambassador. And my role was simply to meet people, Americans across all 50 states, and educate them about where we come from, our beautiful, cherished, incredible kingdom of Morocco. And I traveled on Greyhound buses, I took trains, talked to strangers, anybody that would talk to me. And I was welcomed in people's homes. I've experienced tremendous hospitality in the US, similar to what we have in Morocco. And I made it a mission to unite the world, to bring people together, communities like astronauts, refugees, entrepreneurs, musicians, artists. It didn't matter because we are one soul family. And today I am so excited to see Morocco take the next bold move by becoming a leader in the space industry. And I want to see Morocco be in the global stage when it comes to international relations and space diplomacy, because we have it in our veins. Moroccans are peace builders. We want to open our doors to strangers, and this is the spirit of who we are. And it would be one of my deepest honors to represent you as my country in space in our upcoming SERA Blue Origin flight. I just want to say thank you for your support. Shukran, merci, and I'm sending you all so much love and hope to see you soon back home.
Here's what's coming up next on the Holomovement Purpose Lab.
Hi, my name is Zenka Caro. I'm founder of LightNet, and my passion and purpose is to make the impossible possible. I am here today with a very special guest, Yasmine El Baggari. She is our community catalyst here at Holomovement, and she's one of those people who has a very big dream that seems almost impossible to achieve, and yet here she goes. Today, you are going to have the opportunity to help her do this. But first, let me tell you a little bit about her. She grew up in Morocco and came to the United States, traveling all 50 states without any place to stay. She relied on the kindness of strangers, from the poorest of the poor to the richest of the rich. And that is where her comfort zone is. She works bringing unlikely people together so that they can realize how common our humanity runs between us. She brings together astronauts and immigrants for Moroccan tea ceremonies here in the United States. She also has developed an app called Voyaj, currently in beta, which brings authentic travel experiences to people. Today, you are going to have a chance to help her get to space, because the SERA.space program, which is the space exploration research agency created by Blue Origin, has decided that they want to bring space to everyone. So there's 150 countries who have not sent astronauts to space. Morocco is one of them. And Yasmine is applying to go, and you can vote her up. Now, all you need to go is to go to SERA, SERA.space, and click on the link that says voting, and it will take you to a Telegram app. You can also do this below with the link in bio, and this will allow you to vote for Yasmine. This is not the first time that she has been shortlisted for space. Check out the teaser, and we'll see you on Monday for the full episode.
So it's 1969, and man was about to land on the moon. My uncle lived in a small village, and he was my inspiration around the whole space dream. He had 11 brothers and sisters, and he like gave up going to school because your destiny was to become a farmer. What's the point of going to school? And there was a British man that was hitchhiking through the village and encountered my uncle, and he was 14 years old at the time, and they had an exchange. They didn't speak the language, but they could connect, human to human connection. And as a departing gift, he was gifted a transistor radio that became his new tool and access to the rest of the world, the West, like all of the innovations happening, the Vietnam War, but he couldn't relate to any of it because it was so far away from his lived reality until July 1969, when he heard of the event that man was going to land on the moon. He was so inspired by that, and he started listening to the radio every day, and the day of the moon landing, his radio broke down. And the only way he could fix it was to get on a donkey to the nearest town and exchange his watch with fixing the radio, because they didn't have money, dirhams. So this man fixed my uncle's radio, and my uncle describes being on the donkey while listening to the moon landing. And he was so awestruck by this event, he was so moved, that he decided that he wanted to go back to school, because his dream was now to go to America and to do great things and to give back to his family. Until this day, he still does that. I have 30 cousins who still live in the rural village in Morocco, and he still makes sure that they have everything they need. So that story was a catalyst. That story was the catalyst that dreams are possible, because he went back to school and then eventually got a full scholarship to come to the United States through the US Department of State. And that's how he came. And that when I heard that, when my brother heard that story, we thought, if my uncle did it, I can do it too. He paved the path for a new possibility, because he looked like us, he talked like us. And my brother said, if my uncle went from a village to California, he said, I want to go to Yale. And nobody believed him, because nobody had gone to an Ivy League school from our middle class family. And my brother believed he could do it, and he did. He was the first Moroccan full ride to Yale, and opened up a world of possibility for his younger sister, but also hundreds of other Moroccans to also imagine and to dream that they could come to the US on a full scholarship. And that's how I came to America. So the moon story was a catalyst, but it was not until I finished my last state of my 50-state journey, when I was in Alaska, that I had the wild revelation that I wanted to experience the Earth from out of space and experience the overview effect that was coined by Frank White. And I didn't even know what the overview effect was. I didn't even have the language to the experience that I felt in my body. But it was a felt sensation that I was floating in space, looking down at the Earth, because I had achieved a dream that I thought was impossible, which was to go to all 50 states. And I was standing on the edge of a mountain in Alaska, in tears, sobbing, and realizing that I had achieved this childhood dream, that I'm here in America and I'm finishing my 50th state. And that's when the dream of, because I was so afraid to finish my 50th state, that I got to 49. For years, I didn't move, because I was afraid that if I had achieved my dream, that I will not have any dream anymore. I didn't know what kind of dream I would have on the other side. And it took a hard, challenging experience that I booked a one-way flight to Alaska. And the new dream only got revealed after I had accomplished my current dream. And it was to go and experience space and to experience our interconnectedness from the skies.
For more, watch the full episode, which will be aired on Monday. Or you can find this story on our podcast, Awaken Your Purpose. To find your passion and purpose, join us at holomovement.net/purpose.